You're not colorblind, right?
No, I'm not.
What's your favorite color?
Blue. Let's say light blue. Cyan.
Yeah, nice. Which is the game that you wanted to watch? It's the latest one, right? This one?
Yeah, it's the
Yeah,
last one actually.
okay.
Every like it's so it's weird because it was a Storm game until a Throw game, so
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna be weird. Every other game I played today was not interesting, so
Yeah, I mean it's a probably a good game to watch because if you got ahead, that means you probably did something right. You could of course probably do more, but we can talk about what you did right and why it's good, and then what you did bad as well.
hmm.
So it's good. All right. Um, yeah. I mean, I like that you. I mean, I'm not a big fan of Jarvan, but your win rate is of course really good on him, so you should for sure continue playing him. And I like that you go more of a damage type of Jarvan. That makes the champ a bit better. I think tank Jarvan is so fucking useless. So
Hmm. Yeah, I
um,
completely agree on this.
yeah, I mean, I think that this is fine. I think this good, good, good. Um, this I think sounds really bad. Like with
Okay.
how your champion wants to play, like um, you go Gore Drinker and you are already like lifestealing so much,
Hmm.
and Jarvan as a champion, your W is not gonna heal you, your E is not gonna heal you, your R is not gonna heal you. Like you're not gonna spam R, you know. So the only spell is your Q and then your auto attacks, because of course Riot changed it so it works on auto attacks too now. Um, but it's not like you're playing like Kindred.
Okay.
So your healing should be really low from this compared to other champions, considering you only have auto attacks and Q to really heal with this. Um, and your champion is really, really slow moving around the map, and that's one of Jarvan's weaknesses. So Relentless Hunter would make a lot more sense to me.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Like there are some champions like Kayn and Kha'Zix that really um, like this rune, because like
Okay.
Kayn can just spam Qs, right?
Yeah.
Um, and he wants to like keep dueling for a long time. Kindred of course keeps like auto attacking and using her E and Q, so like that is great. But Jarvan, it just doesn't make any sense. Um, so yeah. Second of all, it is complete garbage, like useless tree.
Okay.
So there's not much to say there. So the reason why it's useless is like um, Triumph is like nice, okay.
Yeah. That's
It's
what I like.
yeah, it's a little bit better on tanks though, because the more health you have and missing,
Mm.
the more you will heal. Um, but it's kind of like, so sure, this is great, but Coop is just really worthless. Like let's say you do kill somebody because of Coop, that means that they would otherwise live on 10 HP, right?
Yeah.
Now, if they lived on 10 HP, they still have to go and recall. They still blew their summoners. They're now
Hmm.
losing CS still. So it doesn't really matter that they are alive. The only thing is like, sure, you lost the 300 gold, which, you know, sucks. But for the rarity of this to happen, I think it's worth to drop the rune. You
Okay.
know? It's not like you're gonna lose a kill every single game because you don't have Coop. That very rarely happens. Um, so I think that it would make a lot more sense to do something like
Mm.
this, and then look into Insurrection. Like you are a jungler, so getting more movement speed would be nice. And then we can think, well, what else can I go? Right? Jarvan abuses flashes super, super well.
True.
Like Jarvan can do EQ flash knockup super, super well.
Mm.
You can just flash and R people super, super well. I think this adds a lot more value to your champ and less counterplay for enemy than what literally anything else would. Um, if you don't want this and you still want precision, you can go stuff like this, for example. Um,
Hmm.
in some games, though, tenacity is just not going to be valuable. So then again, you're stuck with like bad runes because attack speed on Jarvan is a bit XD.
And what about last stand?
It's okay. especially for you that you go more of a, like, dueling lifesteal kind of build.
Yeah.
So it's not like horrible. I just really think like this is just so fucking OP.
Okay.
Like this reduces the cooldown of your smites as well, and you're actually going Gore Drinker, so this makes the Gore Drinker
Yeah.
cooldown lower as well, I think.
True. It does.
So it's just so fucking OP for you.
Mm-hmm.
So you should for sure go it. Like it's way better.
Though for Gore Drinker, I think I've read. I don't know if they changed it in last patches, but Gore Drinker scales on basic ability haste. So with the build I have, I already have like 60 ability haste, so 10 more. I don't know if it changes much.
I mean, this is item haste, not ability haste. That's why I was asking. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah. So yes, that's why I asked if it worked, because I remember I read as well that it's reduced by ability haste and not item haste, because Cosmic Insight reduces like its item haste, and I don't think that works on Gore Drinker actually. We can go and try it. I'll just go into a practice tool and test, okay?
Okay.
But like even if it doesn't, I would still go this just because of how important it is to have Flash and Jarvan.
Yeah, sure.
I see you have some Sack games, some Gragas games, some Trundle games. Like, when do you decide to pick what? You just pick Trundle into tanks, or what's?
Usually I play like I really hate first pick because I like to adapt to what I see. For instance, if I have to first pick, I will pick Jarvan because default. But if I see, for instance, if I see uh 2 or 3 ADCs, I will go Trundle. Usually, if I have some kind of engage on my team that can rely like that I don't need to provide, or else like Zac is very good when I have no engage, for instance, and no tanks, or I go.
Okay, it works. By the way, it works. Item haste works on this as well. So it's reduced by ability haste and item haste.
Okay.
Well, actually, wait, no, never mind. Actually, because I have 20 ability haste. Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, see, so it goes down to 13, which is 2 seconds, which is 20.
Yeah.
Yeah. But my flash is 40 seconds lower cooldown,
That's a lot.
which is really fucking nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, what did you say about your champ pool?
I said usually I just adapt to what I have. Like if I have a mid laner that picks AD and for some reason my top laner cannot play AP, I will just go Gragas because that's basically my only AP carry jungler I can play. So, and then I just play for. If we need engage, I will take Zac. If we need some kind of peel, I will take Trundle. Like it depends on what I see in the game. To be honest.
Because I see some of your Trundle games are really bad. Like here, I would never ever in my life pick Trundle.
Oh.
Like.
Okay.
They have Kayn.
Oh,
he beats you really hard.
Oh, he does. Okay.
Yes.
Because every game I play against Kayn as Trundle, I destroy him. Like.
Yeah.
Rape him.
But that's because it's plat free.
Yeah.
So you could probably play Teemo jungle with Ignite and stomp him.
Okay.
But this is not like it's not like particularly good for you, and it's not just a Kayn. Trundle into Victor and Caitlyn is not fun either. Trundle has like no real way of catching people if they have hands. So like Victor here should have face rush. Yeah, he has face rush. So how should you ever catch him? You just shouldn't, right? Like he just auto cues you with E and then runs away.
I think I was last pick on this one, and we had Shen and Maokai, so I was like, we already have engaged.
Yeah, I'd pick fucking Jarvan here. Like, you're a Jarvan main. My matchup sucks just as much as it sucks for Trundle, but Caitlyn and Victor will just get one-shotted by me. And Jarvan Shen is nice.
Okay. Yeah.
Because like you don't have good counter picks except for Trundle. Like the only champion in your the only champion in your champ pool that is a good counter is Trundle. But that's mainly to tanks. He's okay at dueling people. It's not like you're gonna lose duels to Kayn. Nobody loses duels to Kayn. Because he doesn't have form. Right? So of course you're gonna beat him early. Yeah. Jarvan is a little bit XD to blind most games, but
Yeah.
because like if enemy blinds Jarvan, I will just pick like anything with dashes, like Kindred, Graves, etc. And ADCs like Lucian, Ezreal, and yeah, Jarvan will be fucking useless. But that's again kind of why more AD type of Jarvan is a little bit better, because you don't just rely on trapping them. You can trap them, chunk them, and then kill them after.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like it's gonna work blind picking Jarvan right now, so you should just continue doing it as you're learning the game and some other champions. But you should probably look to learn like some kind of carry blind junglers like Graves or something.
Yeah, I tried. You know, Flex Q is a bit of my playing ground. Like,
Yeah.
I tried stuff, and I tried Graves. It wasn't. I mean, it was good, right? But I don't know. I can't. I mean, maybe I didn't play him that much. Maybe that's why. But
I mean, you need some
feel
games on him.
Powerless. Yeah, I feel powerless. Even if I'm fed, I feel powerless sometimes. So.
I mean, that's because he's short range and he needs people to run into him. But what you just need to understand is like, if enemy is never running into you, right? Then they're not really playing the game either.
True.
Like, I have a lot of Graves games where I'm like 8 to 10 CS per minute as jungle, and I only have like 30 to 40 KP, but I'm there for every dragon fight, I'm 3 levels above enemy jungler, and they can't play the game. So like, it's good, you just need to understand, like the main thing that means anything in League is like your win rate, you know? If your win rate on Graves is good, you're doing something good. Unless the sample size is 5 games, of course.
Yeah.
You know?
Of course.
So I'm going to show you a couple Jarvan tricks. Some of them you probably know, and then maybe 1 or 2 you don't know. Of course you know the EQ flash, I hope.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Then there is this one, which is a bit cool. Fuck. I'm flashing away from the flag, but this one is... I used to do this, like, when Jarvan was meta, I used to actually play Jarvan a bit. This should work. There we go.
Oh, so you flash behind it?
Yes. So you just need your Q to reach this flag to where you flash to. See?
Okay.
And
Oh, okay.
this can be really nice, because sometimes your flag is in like really shit position.
Yeah.
Like sometimes you're like running and your flag is here, and you can do like cool things like that, you know?
Okay. Okay. I didn't know that.
So yeah, just to make sure that you do that, you just need to make sure that where you're flashing to, your Q still reaches the flag.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay.
Because yeah, you can't like you can Q flash on Jarvan, so that's like important to know. Because you can do a lot of cool things with it. Like you can place flag here and then Q flash over. Like you can do this, it's just hard. But like yeah, you need to know like this Q flash. Your flag, if you cast it like this, it goes all the way over.
Yeah.
So this is super important for vision control and for checking like Baron and stuff like this. Because sometimes you're like here and you need to check from here. And that's really good. And then you can Q flash like that again. So that's really good. So especially this one is gonna be good for you, especially because of how you're building Jarvan. So you're gonna be really squishy. So a lot of the time, you don't really want to stand in there. So what you want to do is you want to E, R, click behind them, Q, get out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because a lot of people, they will like EQ in and then fucking R and then they're fucking dead. And sometimes you, of course, should do that. That, again, just depends on the situation. Sometimes you're half HP and you would die. So you would rather just do this and get out. Okay?
Okay.
Because yeah, this one is really cool. And you can wait so long with it, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Hmm?
yeah, but I don't see in which instances that could work. Because if you put the flag, people just know where you are because they see the flag. So,
Yeah, but it's mainly just knowing you can Q and then flash, you know? Because you don't want to flash and Q. It's so slow.
yeah,
Meanwhile, Q flash is so much faster.
sure.
And sometimes, like, again, like, your flag is here and you're, like, kiting, and then they're running back. And then you need to Q flash to get to the flag, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. There are, of course, interactions with your R, like, for example, Poppy Stun and Vayne E, that you need to, like, think about.
Mm-hmm.
That are, like, important. You can do, like, some funny things I've had happen sometimes, which is, like, you R somebody here, and then this R is, like, fucking everyone up. So that's something to think about, see?
Yeah.
Your R counts as terrain, so that's really important because when you're fighting in chokes like this, that's something you need to play around. Because this now is, like, really annoying for enemy.
Sure.
Like, there's been a couple times where I've just, like, R'd and then done this and we secure Baron, because they're, like, all stuck here, you know?
Yeah. Okay.
And yeah, that's pretty much it. There are some mechanics, of course, during your clear. Like, when you're clearing, you don't want to dash like that, because then you have to walk all the way back. You just want to do short dash. Same thing when you're dueling people. You want to mainly look to just do short dashes. Okay?
Yep.
There are other junglers like Olaf that has, like, similar mechanics. Where you want to throw the axe close.
What about so something is hard to do, and I am not even sure, even after playing so many games. When you, let's say you have a Syndra or something, you want to gain her, but you know that she's gonna cancel your dash. So what I do is, like, I actually EQ, but in the middle of EQ I R, and even though she's not, how to say this, even though she's not in the path of my EQ, she still gets bumped, but because of my R. Like, it's weird. I don't know how to explain this.
What do you mean?
So let's say my EQ is not perfectly on her. Let's say it's a bit like left or something, and I R in the middle of the way through the EQ, and then he gets, like, I had this happen.
And then he E's. Yeah, what?
Yeah. I don't know. It didn't do that. Maybe because I got eaten by Syndra. That's maybe what happened.
I mean, if you get E'd before you get your R off, it's not gonna work.
Yeah, but, like, it was very weird. I can't explain it, but it was something like I was in the middle of EQ and I R'd, so actually I didn't really get bumped, but at the same time she get bumped when she was not on the way through my EQ.
I see.
And it worked. It worked multiple times actually. On Syndra it works. I don't really know why.
Yep. Except for that, I can't really think of anything else that is, like, worth mentioning. I think I mentioned every mechanic. Do you know anything that I didn't mention here?
Let me think. Okay, so one thing I do usually as well is if I have flash up and I'm in range for ultimate and I see, like, we're being chased or something, I just R people and flash out of my ult. So they're just stuck in. It's nothing particular.
Yeah, I mean, that's, like,
Yeah.
it's nothing.
Yeah. Like, and other than that, I know, like, Jarvan is not. I mean, there is not many mechanics.
I mean, I think there's a lot of mechanics to Jarvan compared to a lot of champs. Like, I think we mentioned, like, 10 things here, and a lot of champs you can only mention, like, 5 things.
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
So, yeah. But yeah, except for that, looking at your OPGG, I don't see anything else that's worth mentioning. So, I'm ready to go into the game if you are.
Yes, I am.
So, as a jungler, we of course need a game plan. It's super important. So pressing tab and loading screen and during draft is really how you're gonna know your game plan. So looking at all of this, what are you thinking?
So first thing is the 6 ignite factor, like no TP in this game. So this is the first thing.
Yeah, I mean Jax is for sure fucking ill. Like he has electrocute and ignite. I don't know. This guy's crazy.
Yeah. And then I think the guy we really can't deal with is Jax in this game if he gets ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Like we don't have many. Like I'm basically the only one that has reliable CC or thing to know him, and it's not even that good against him. So Jax should be the main focus, but things played out differently in this game. Like you're gonna see what happened.
Okay, so with that logic, right? So you guys can't deal with Jax, so he should be the main focus, you said, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so then we need to ask ourselves, why can't we deal with Jax?
If he gets ahead, just because of I mean, we don't have, like, most of our carries don't have dashes. Like, if we don't take Katarina, so he can stun them. If they don't have flash, he just stuns them, and destroy them. The second thing is we don't have hard CC. Like, we do have Jhin and Swain, you know, but
Okay.
it's not enough for Jax.
And if you now spend all your resources to shut down Jax, right? Do your teammates now have dashes and hard CC?
No, but he's not gonna one-shot everyone, maybe. I don't know.
I mean, he's still gonna beat Garen.
Yeah,
so-
no, but I mean, in teamfights or stuff like that.
Yeah, but if he's gonna beat Garen, he's gonna eventually get strong anyways.
Okay.
So, like, you're gonna have to shut him down really hard to make sure that Garen actually continues beating him. So, like, what I'm thinking here is, like, I see mid lane. I see you have a champion that is gonna be your best friend if she gets fed. Because if you get Garen fed, sure, he's gonna probably beat Jax a bit. But Garen is still gonna just stay in top lane. If you get Katarina ahead, Yasuo now has to respect, and Katarina is gonna join you and roam around the map together with you. Now you have a little pet. Okay?
Okay, yeah.
And mid laners like Katarina, Fizz, Akali, Talon, these kind of champs, they're gonna be your little pet if you play around them. And they're gonna like follow you around, and that is much better to play for than this top lane.
Okay.
Because now you are two people that can help bot and top. So that's really good. Every single matchup here is aggressive. This guy is aggressive. He has Ignite, Electrocute. This guy is aggressive. It's Yasuo. Draven, Janna, really aggro, right?
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a crazy fucking game.
So yeah, I mean, in the end, what happened is like level 1 stuff, and then because Draven got fed after level 1, I had to camp mid bot anyway, so I ignored top anyway. So
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter what ended up happening because our plan should basically like cover what should happen. So like, again, we have nobody that's gonna beat Jax in side lane later on.
Yeah.
So the main thing then is we need to be sure that we can team fight and that we're strong in team fights, and that's really again what Katarina is gonna provide. So I think that the main thing is just to make sure that Katarina is fed. But luckily for you, Katarina is in the middle of the map, so we can still choose what side to really play for, whether it's bot or top. This Jax is gonna be really squishy. He has no resolve. He has no like biscuits or something. So I would gank him. Yeah, I'd probably play for it. Considering these guys have two things that can cancel my combo as well. I think as well that if a 3v3 happens bot side, I think enemy just wins it really hard. So yeah, I think gank at top is good, but not for the reason you said. I don't think I'm gonna stay top here. I think I'm just gonna gank it like a little bit and then try to save bot lane as well later. Like, probably I would look to do something like this, like all my bot camps. Red, look to gank. See if I can get crab. Look to gank mid into double crab if possible. If that's not possible, just look to reset and probably go my camps again into bot gank.
Okay.
Something like this. Of course, things will adapt, right? Like if my bot lane now is dead while I'm clearing my second Gromp, then I cannot gank bot, so I will just puff up the top again. But
Yeah, okay.
I wouldn't aim to do something like this. Gank top, take crab, gank top, take Gromp, gank top. I would only do that if it's like for free, you know? If it's like really free.
Okay.
Because I think if you give Draven Janna a lot of free time here, and you never help Kata, it's not really gonna work out.
Yeah.
One thing, like, turn your HUD down, please. Like, it's so big. Like, it's on 100 right now. Turn it down to at least 50. Ideally, you have it on 1.
Okay.
Because it just takes so much vision away. Like, right now, you can't even see the dragon pit.
True.
If I'm standing here and I'm looking on my screen, I can see the dragon. You know, I can see the pit. You can't. So, you've just lost so much vision, and you don't need to see this much.
So I sized down, okay.
Like, some people, like, have worse eyesight, of course. That's why I said you can play on 50. That's okay. But again, ideally, try to play with it on 1. If that is too small for you, then do 50.
Okay. There's no other choice, like 150, 100?
I mean, 100 is the max.
Oh, no, I mean, you can adapt, like, you can go 25, like...
I mean, sure, like, of course.
Yeah,
like, you can do, like, anything between 50 and 1. Just don't do more than this, because it's, like, useless. Like, I think even, like, my grandpa can, like, see 50. So...
Okay.
Name tags as well, useless. Just adds more distraction. Like, when you're playing League, you really want the game to be really clean. You want to just see what is important to see. One thing that I really hate right now, and I've gotten more used to it now because I've been spamming jungle lately, but you know when you have 1 smite left on this and you finish it?
Yeah.
You get this, like, fucking bullshit over you.
Yeah.
That shit used to scare the shit out of me. Like,
I agree. When they released it, I was like, what
yeah,
is this?
I thought there was, like, a cane in the wall behind me or something.
I thought it was like a Christmas present animation or something.
Yeah, like, I don't know. I was, like, so scared. I'm like, is this TF ult or, like, you know? So
Yeah.
I really hate when they add shit like this, and it's so fucking annoying, and I wish I could turn that off. Because it's so fucking useless, you know? Like, I can see that I have 1 smite left. I know I'm gonna get my upgrade here. I don't need Riot to flash my screen. So anything like this, you really want to turn off. Like, emotes on top of your head, that's fine. Like, whatever, who cares? But there are people that play with the emote bubble showing up here.
Oh, I do?
Yeah, you should turn that shit off as well. It's fucking useless. Like,
I mean, I didn't actually change anything, so everything that's in the game by default, I have it.
yeah, you should turn all that shit off, because it's useless. Because, like, if you're on red buff, you don't want to see that Jhin is spamming emotes. Because some shit is gonna pop up here, and your eyes are here, so now you need to look here, and you're like, oh, it's just fucking emotes. Meanwhile, now we could instead look at the minimap and see important things.
True.
So you have, like, really bad combination of settings, because not only that, you also don't have mana costs on. Usually you're meant to see the mana costs standing here.
Oh, yeah. But I know them by heart now, so... but yeah.
Okay, how much mana your W cost?
30.
Okay, let's see.
And it's 65 for Q and 45 to 55 for...
Yeah, you fucking nerd. Yeah, nice. Fucking nerd. Okay, what other chaps you play? Okay, you play Gragas. What about Gragas E?
Gragas is 50, I believe. Should be 50.
Yeah, holy shit, you're so fucking good. Nice. Yeah.
Because I have to learn them, because I don't show them.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know this because it's fucking useless. Like,
Yeah.
it's nice to know it because you can, like, see, like, if enemy has 120 mana, you know exactly their combo. But again, that's so easy to know if you just play with it here.
Yeah, true.
And what's so nice about it is that it doesn't add distraction because it's just so small down here on top of this. So it's really nice. The way that you add it is you just go, like, on interface here and then down. Then you have spell costs somewhere. Here, show spell costs.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
So you just want to turn it on.
Into the edge. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I things to change about that.
Yeah, and you see the emote bubble display, turn that shit off, like it's fucking useless. Except for that, I don't see anything else settings wise that needs to be changed. You have the timestamps on here, which is good. So yeah. One really bad thing is like, so you wanted to start bot this game, right? Or
I mean, usually every game I go there because sometimes there is a level 1 invade, and then this game I would ideally start topside probably, because there is Vi, right, and Vi needs like 99% of the time starts bot side, so I would probably invade, but there was the level 1 thing, so
I mean,
I'm not sure what I would
you shouldn't think like that. Like, why does Vi need to start bot side?
because poor level 1.
How
So
does that make
usually,
any sense?
I mean, I don't like some champions, like for instance Zac, I would like,
Yeah,
unless I really have to, I would never start bot side. I would never start top side. I mean,
yeah, no shit. That's Zac. This champ is handicapped. Like, Hecarim and Kayn would ideally solo Raptors,
yeah,
but they don't have to. But ideally they would. So like, sure, you can assume that. But like, if I'm playing Karthus, I can start red, I can start blue. It doesn't fucking matter.
hmm
You know?
hmm
Like, Fiddlesticks has to do a unique path. Shaco should start Raptors every game. But there's very few junglers where you can know for sure where they're gonna start, and Vi is not one of them. Vi has no reason to start red over blue or blue over red.
yeah. I meant spot side, not the buff.
Yeah,
I mean,
but okay, so then how does that make any sense? Why does she want to start bot side all the time? What if she has Maokai versus Malphite in top lane?
yeah.
Shouldn't she want to start top side and path to bot?
hmm
This game she has Drave and Janna as her bot lane. Shouldn't she try to snowball them?
Yeah, sure.
So like it's really useless because I would start bot side here if I'm you, just because I need to path up to top. It's Ignite versus Ignite, so at level 3 one of the top laners are gonna be dead.
hmm
Like if you start top side this game and path down to bot, when you're bot, your top is gonna die or enemy top is gonna die.
Yeah. So my plan was actually not to go bot, but to actually invade, take blue gromp, and then gank straight away top.
Yeah, so red and then jump over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do that a lot. But if you are gonna do that, ideally you would want to do a level 1 invade yourself and get wards in their jungle.
Okay.
You guys cannot do this game because you guys are piss worthless level 1. And your champ is garbage level 1 as well.
Yeah.
But maybe if you have stuff like Blitzcrank and stuff, it can work. But yeah, if you are gonna do that, then you need to just make sure that you start red buff, and then if you see that she started top side, that you just path down to bot, blue, Gromp, Wolves up to top again.
Okay, like this. Okay.
But yeah, it delays you a lot, so it's a little bit of risk. But yeah, I like doing this a lot too. It works really well. So we randomly get a kill.
2 kills actually.
Nice. Then we die. That sucks a bit. Nice, so we start the game off with pentakill, poggers. You should have swapped the sweeper.
Okay.
Nice, this is good. I don't think you need to value your HP, by the way. Like, so this is really good because, like I said, you don't need to value your HP. You heal so much in jungle, and you are not in a matchup where you're gonna get invaded. So one mistake you do is basically what I showed you in the practice tool. Like here, you get the knock up. It's useless.
Yeah, I should just Q on the other side.
Like just Q it like this,
Yeah.
because you lost an auto attack. So yeah. Nice, good use of your passive. Again, same thing.
Yeah.
That's really bad. You shouldn't E there. So, and that's the thing, like when there are a lot of champions where there is a lot of mechanics when it comes to clearing jungle, like Kha'Zix, Olaf, J4, Nocturne. All these champions has like a lot of mechanics while clearing that can help you be either faster or healthier. And these things are so important to learn because if you could be top lane 5 seconds faster, that is so important.
True.
And it's the easiest thing to fix because, like, let's say you struggle with late game, right? Mm-hmm. Let's say you struggle with late game. Well, to practice late game, you then need the game to go to 30 minutes. That's not always going to happen. But every single game, you're going to clear your jungle.
Yeah.
So every game, you get to practice these things. So that's why it's so important to cover. So here, you use your passive on the small ones. That's good. And then you passive on big. Great. Now, our next destination is top. So you shouldn't stand still here. You should be kiting them towards top lane. Then they will be bleeding as well from your jungle item. And then you just Q them while you're running away. And then you don't finish them with your E. Because you need to EQ towards your next camp. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, did the bleed finish on them?
I don't remember, I think so.
Like here, it just did 12. I think they would bleed again, by the way. I don't think you need to finish with E, but I would at least make sure that, like, if I get here, and I realize that I need to E to kill them, because the bleeding will stop, then I would E.
Okay, but not before that.
Yeah, not before that, because I don't want to fucking have my E on cooldown now. I want to EQ to here, and get to my raptors.
Okay.
Now you need to check top lane and everything, and ask yourself the question, do I have time to do raptors? So, right now, Jax has not warded yet. He's never gone missing. This is something you need to pay attention to as a jungler. Okay? Look at the timer right now. Second wave is happening and third one is coming. Okay?
Okay.
That's it. So, here's the third wave in mid lane. And they're chilling right now. Here. Third wave. You need to look at this. Because you need to see, like, sometimes now, Jax can crash the wave now and recall or ward. And we need to see it. Does he ward? Because if he now wards Tribush, you cannot gank him unless he's standing past this place.
I see.
So if he now goes missing, you need to see where does he go missing. Does he go missing in the bush? If yes, he is recalling. Does he go missing down here? He's probably warding.
Yeah.
Because doing raptors without checking is really troll.
Okay. But do I need to check, like, with the camera, or can I just check minimap?
I mean, you can check minimap, but ideally you use camera. Because that can also tell you when is he going to go missing. Because if he has to clear an entire wave, then we have time to do red. If he just needs to clear 2 minions, then you don't have time.
Yeah.
This is really fucking coin flip. We have to pray that he just dashes in on Kata here. Because she has no CC, so like if he just decides to stand here, this is so fucking worthless. And another issue with the Raptors is look the timer. If you did red buff, you would have red buff around you right now, and your 1v1 and your duels is a lot better. Look, here we see Swain doing a fucking team of thumbs up. Turn this shit off. So like now if you meet Vi, you're weaker. If you gank, you're weaker. So you really, like, you need to take red buff there. Because I would much rather, because what you end up doing here is you like quote unquote waste time. It's not really wasted because you're waiting for Crab anyways. But if you do red buff at least, you could be waiting around top where the Jax is standing here with no wards.
True. So I think what actually went through my mind at this moment was the fact that Katarina was pushed the last wave very heavily. And so I was like, yeah, I'm gonna gank, but this wave he played it very safely. So
because it bounced back. Look.
Yeah.
He crashed the wave. See? He crashed wave here.
Yeah, okay.
And now it's gonna push back, and you need to look at this. He has the option to stand in the middle of the lane now. And meanwhile, Jax is playing like complete psycho.
True. So here I should have just taken red and go to top lane.
Yes. Red gank top, do crab.
And fuck Raptors.
And see here, imagine we have red buff. How much easier wouldn't it be? So she started red buff. The fuck are they doing?
I don't know.
What the fuck? So now if I'm Vi, what should I do?
If I'm Vi, what should I do? I should just go red. Because she saw I didn't have red.
Yeah, red Krugs.
Yeah.
So how fucked are you right now?
She didn't go red.
Yeah, but how fucked are you if I'm Vi?
Oh, pretty much fucked.
Yeah. It's really fucking bad.
I mean, yeah, it's platinum.
Yeah, but you're even worse.
Ah, I see.
So she's going top. You should pay attention to her CS numbers too. We know that she did the red and blue. What else did she do? Because
yeah.
right now, like, we should check her Raptors and Krugs. So she has 16 CS, but she did a crab. So she basically has 12.
Yeah.
Which means that one of the camps bot side, if not both, you know, are up. Like, at least one is up.
So, okay.
Good short dash. I wouldn't kite it down to bot unless you're ganking bot. I would, like, kite it up to top now and look for this.
Okay.
Because now, if you go to Raptors, you have to go a lot further. See? You're gonna have to solo kill this guy, probably. Like, Katarina can't do too much.
She had ignites.
Nice. Good. I would go Raptors, because she just based, so right now she's like here. So you have time to take Raptors.
Okay.
And this is like one of the biggest things you need to learn as a jungler in this elo especially, because no jungler has any clue on how to path properly and how to be efficient with their time. So when you now take this from her, she's gonna run straight here. So now she's spending 30 seconds running to a bot side that is empty.
True.
How fucking sad isn't she? Right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the question is, do I leave a small chicken and a small Krug, or do I take it all? And that just depends how confident you are and how much value you put on re-entering. If you're gonna re-enter her jungle, then you clear it all so you can take it again. If you're not gonna re-enter, then you leave a small one. So in your case, you are Jarvan, your clear is a lot slower than stuff like Graves, and you like to gank a bit more, so I would probably just leave a small one.
Okay.
Unless the map is like split. If the map is split, right, and I'm only playing for top, then I would of course clear her entire jungle and take it on spawn. But if that's not the case, then I'd probably just leave a small one here. Make sense?
Yep.
So they're turbo low. I saw Janna go missing earlier, but you have a pink there. So I'm just wondering what she did. Yeah, see, like, look here.
She warded, yes.
Yeah. Because you need to learn this thing. Because I saw this, and I was, like, gonna tell you that she warded crab. And that's, again, the raptor thing would be even more important because of that. But yeah, here, like, I'm cringing really hard that you put yourself here. Because I would just stand here now, pushing it into mid, because then we can gank mid faster, we can get to raptors faster, we can flank bot lane, because this, you're on vision. You should only kite it away from mid now if you're not planning to go mid or you're scared Yasuo's gonna come. But you have smite, so it doesn't matter if Yasuo comes. So this is just all really troll.
Okay.
And it's really insane that this fucking works. Like when you are on ward for 15 seconds.
I think she warded the entrance, maybe, of the
No.
of my jungle. No. Okay.
No. Because she's not missing for that long. See? 1, 2, see?
Yeah.
She didn't. She just fucking warded the crab. Because we can see that their behavior changes as soon as you show on them
True,
here.
True.
That's not a coincidence. Yeah. Hopefully we don't die here, because we knew she was gonna come back to bot. That really sucks. That blows really hard. But yeah, it's worth it. But like I said, she has to be bot. So she has Sheen. Imagine she comes to an empty bot side here. How fucking good isn't this?
True.
So here we have option. So entire top side is up, so we can clear top to bot. Bot side is up, we can clear bot to top. So what should we do? I would clear top to bot here, and reason being is I get to be away from Vi. If I do that, I get to Drake. So how do I know I'm gonna be away from Vi? Well, I know Vi is clearing bot to top here. So I'll be away from her in that sense. Another great thing is that I know she's taking bot camps now. So if I do top camps into bot camps, I can then go into her jungle and get her bot camps. I will be level 6 soon, after my clear. So I will be level 6 while being bot side for Drake. My bot lane is crashing a mega wave right now, which means it's gonna bounce back. Okay? So I know enemy bot lane will have to overextend.
Okay.
So I can farm now for 6, get to a bot lane that will be overextended here, and to a Drake. The only way I can't get Drake now is if Vi is soloing Drake right now, in which case I will know when I'm done with my Raptors. And then I can just go her top side. Make sense?
Yeah. My way of thinking was way shorter than that. Like, it was just like, yeah, Drake is up, I just go bot side.
Yeah, but
that's the only thing.
Yeah, but your Jhin is right now. If I'm Jhin, I want to reset.
True.
See? Jhin Swain resetting right now. It's so fucking troll what you're doing. Because you're not on sync with your bot lane right now. Draven is level 3. He just lost 2 waves. Like, you don't want to go bot now. This is so troll. You had option to get so fucking fed here. And now you're bot to like an Jhin, a Swain in base. Like, this is really troll. It's really, really troll. Your blue is up in 40 as well. Crab is up in 40. Like...
Yeah.
So now again, we just have to pray. And the thing is, like, we can say that, we can say, but it works because it's plat. And like, sure, it works because it's plat. That's why what I said would also work because it's plat. But now you are level 6 and 6 for Drake, and you have the option to take Vi's bot camps.
True.
And that's so important to learn because you're not gonna be plat forever. So then once you are like master and higher elo, you can't just rely on ganks like this always. Like, it's so troll. And this is like kind of what I was saying about the wave as well. We know this was bouncing back to us. So if we were here in 30 seconds, the wave would be here. And then they are forced to overextend. Now they only overextended because they're bad. So like we got Janna Flash now, leaving both our camps up top, and what are we gonna do? There's no blue buff up. Enemy jungle camps aren't up until like another minute in bot side. Vi should be diving Garen now any second. You should check what they're doing. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's not really your fault. They're just fucking trolling. I don't know why you're listening to Katarina ping here. See? Like, you were like scared when Katarina pinged here. But look where Vi came from, topside. Like, she has to be topside. There's nowhere else for her to not be. Her ping is just nonsense panic ping. She doesn't know something that you don't. Hopefully you don't flash for Janna.
No.
You're really
Yeah.
greeding your R. This is so troll. Don't fucking greed your ult. You can greed your flash, but don't greed your ult. It's the most cringe thing ever.
Mm-hmm.
Like, in Plat and Gold, when I used to play there, like, a lot, people would always say, like, what the fuck, you use free ults for me, bro? And stuff like this. Like, it's useless. Like, your ult being on cooldown is like, okay, sure, it sucks, right? But if she's dead, it's fine. Like, here, we see right now,
Yeah.
Vi
I
is
think-
ganking mid.
Mm.
If we see Vi is top here, right? We can chase Janna forever. But right now you should be telling yourself, I'm on a timer. I'm on a timer here.
Yeah, and I actually my mistake here as well. I think I didn't use her because I was like, yeah, she's dead, but I didn't see actually Vi because I didn't check. She was roaming both sides.
Yeah.
So,
Because as soon as she channels this Q, I would just R her to dodge it.
yeah.
And then Yasuo's coming too, like, you're just trolling so hard. And I want you to remember, this guy was level 3 when you were 5.
Mm.
But we didn't keep up our lead. Nice. 2 more mana.
Yeah, I know.
And now we have to waste our flash too. It's so cringe, it's so cringe, it's so cringe, it's so cringe.
Yeah, I thought he had heal, and so I flashed because I was like, yeah, it's gonna heal me.
Our top side has been up for the entire game, by the way.
Yeah.
Your pathing is so fucking bad. Like, Drake is up, you have hardcore winning bot lane, and your camps are just perma up here. Like, I don't know why, again here, why you go bot side when your teammates in bot are in base. Look.
Same reasoning. I don't know.
Your bot is in base,
Yeah.
so you can just take top side into bot, then you're on sync with them. Because now, by going straight bot, when your bot lane is in base, you are done clearing your bot side, and you're running around like a headless chicken. You have no bot lane to gank for, because they're in base. You have no dragon to start yet. What are you doing? Right? I understand we don't want a full clear. I would skip Krugs. I would do red, raptors, clear my bot side. Look to do things. Because we don't need to full clear. We're not fucking Kindred or Graves. But like running around like this is a bit troll. Boom. What the fuck mechanics? He was so proud of that for sure.
Yeah. I mean, didn't change the results, I guess.
Yeah, but he's like mechanics. You should go drinker then Q.
Yeah.
It's the worst Jhin ult I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, actually, yes. That's so
It's
troll.
so fucking cringe ult. Finally we get the Drake. Do you really skill using your mouse? Mouse?
No. Just
Okay.
no, not all the time, but sometimes yes.
Okay.
When it's it's in the middle of a team fight, usually yes, because I don't think I just see it. I click,
Mm-hmm.
like.
I mean, right now you're clearly on vision, so
Mm.
you should just push out the wave here. I don't know why you leave your Jhin alone like this. Like now if I'm Draven, I just bait again. Like I just walk up and make you want to gank me again. Like you should have crashed the wave. Like, see, like now you want to gank again. And now Janna's gonna come too.
Yeah.
Boom. And, oh, close, okay. Janna was late like 2 seconds.
Yeah, this was a bit random actually.
You bought Mercfeds for some reason, then you refunded it, so thank God you didn't buy Mercfeds. It's really bad here. You should not buy Mercfeds, so hopefully you don't complete it.
I did complete it.
Yeah, that's really cringe. Like, you buy Murkthreads for two reasons. 80% for the tenacity, and 20% for the magic resist.
Yeah.
Jax, Vi, Yasuo, Draven. So we're not buying it for the MR. Okay?
Yeah.
Jax stun. Do we care about it?
I would, but I guess I shouldn't.
I mean, it's not that important, right? Compared to like what you should really be buying Murkthreads against is like Veigar and stuff like this. Yasuo and Vi and Draven. Does Murkthreads do anything?
Nope.
It doesn't reduce damage, it doesn't reduce their CC, right? So, it's useless.
Yeah.
Here, again, take Raptors. Like, I don't know why you don't want to take their jungle. It's yours. Look the fucking score. Right? It's 11 versus 24. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Take her jungle. It's yours. You killed enemy mid. Kata is pushing mid. Janna is here. Take it, and as you're taking it, sit here and take it. And then keep looking at the minimap. If you see Janna and Draven start to move, then you finish your Raptors. You run away from them, right? Like,
Yeah.
this is so bad. Because you just keep killing people, but you never really snowball that much. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you just kill them and you just return to your jungle, like... Vi should be 3 levels down. I want you to see something. Played a Graves game yesterday on my Smurf. Here. So you see this Nunu?
Yeah.
It's 100 CS behind.
Yeah.
You know what happened to him?
You counter jungle, I guess.
Yeah. He fucked up his pathing once. He lost 3 camps and he lost them 4 times in a row. While getting counter ganked on every fucking gank he wanted to do. He couldn't fucking breathe. In early game he was behind 4 to 5 levels. So when he actually got ganks off, it was useless, because my laners would kill him, you know, like... he couldn't play the game.
Yeah, okay.
And the
I
same
see.
thing should happen to this Vi, because she just keeps trolling. But she doesn't get exposed for her trolls. Like, she just ganked bot, I see she's level 9. How is she level 9? She died 4 times this game. You have 3 winning lanes, and you're winning as well. Somehow she's farming.
Yep.
See, like, right now Krugs are up. Hopefully you take them. Like, hopefully you kill them and then you take it. Because if you kill them now and then you just walk past your Krugs again, then I'm tilted. There. And now you take Krugs in front of her face. Nope. We walk past them. We just like, yeah, it's yours. Because, like, this Drake is not gonna go anywhere. You know? You can take Krugs and then do Drake. It's not like Vi is gonna sneak the Drake while you're doing her Krugs.
Yeah.
Because it's more important to take her camps than it is to take yours. Because she can't take yours. So if you take hers, you're denying her gold and getting yourself gold. Your own teammates, like at this point of the game, I don't want to take Krugs anymore, you know? I want to tell Garen to take my Krugs. As a jungler, I'm really mad if I see at this point of the game that I see any of my camps up. It's just like losing gold.
True.
But I'm also not gonna go to Krugs here when my team is pushing mid and her bot side is up. So I want Garen to take my Krugs. Like, if I see he's not taking them, I'll tell him, take my Krugs. If I know I'm not gonna take them. But I'm gonna make sure that she doesn't have her jungle. Because when she doesn't get to farm, she's also really desperate. Right now you're doing really well, you're setting up good vision control. None of them see you, they engage with you being behind them, so they're trolling. You're killing yourself maybe, or you deal so much damage. Okay, you're OP, okay. Nice. That's unbalanced. If you're a tank, you're fucking dead. That was really yikes.
Yeah.
Even if you hit that knock up, you would still lose, so I don't know what you were thinking there.
I don't know. Oh, that's really bad.
Yeah. I mean, I don't understand the thought process here, because the other one was good. Like, except for the knock up here. The other one, you got the flank, they engaged while they knew you were there, so they are just trolling. So you won, like, okay, we did okay in the fight, right? Now you have no ulti. Your Kata and Jhin are in base. And I think you have item in your base. Not sure, but maybe you do. But then you decide, I'm gonna gank this Janna. When you don't have ulti.
Yeah, I didn't, because it's 140.
Okay, well then go and take your blue buff and reset.
Yeah.
Because forcing now isn't just bad that you died. What is your teammates meant to do now? Well, you're dead. They just have to wait. And do you think plat players are gonna wait for you to respawn? Like, that's really rare.
And I give a shutdown too, so yeah, it's really bad.
Yeah.
Actually, he got 4 kills in that, because 900 shutdown plus Swain, so...
Yep. I mean, here you're just cringe. This doesn't matter. They don't understand this. Like, of course there isn't. You guys are like 5k gold ahead. So just fucking fight and end the game, you know? Like, they aren't going to sit and wait. So, yeah, like, you only, like, you're not wrong. There is nothing to fight for. Sure, there isn't. But it's like, if we don't do anything, the enemies are gonna start getting some gold, and eventually a guy will throw. Like, you can't tell me that, like, in 2 minutes, this Swain, he will for sure probably, like, solo ward and die, right?
Yep.
So why would we now wait for 30 minutes to happen, where if one guy on your team dies, means enemy gets Baron?
True.
Just end the game. Like, if you needed these wolves to finish an important item, then sure, you can ping your team away and beg them to not fight. Right now you have 200 gold. I would not take wolves right now. I would take blue for the CDR, and I would force a fight, because I have my ulti, I'm ready to fight.
Okay.
My teammates have ulti, they are ready to fight. That's the only thing I'm checking right now. Do I need to wait for a power spike here? Does my teammates have their items? If they do, okay, do we have ultis? Yes. Do we need flashes? If we do need them, then I'll ping and see, okay, and I'll wait for that. But that's what I'm looking at right now. We need to end the fucking game. If I wait 2 more minutes, this guy will have IE, and his champion is going to be 200% stronger than what he was before. Jax has outscaled Garen soon. So if we continue waiting, Jax is going to just start winning side lane. So why wait?
Yeah, sure. That makes sense.
If I wait, some dumbass is going to get caught by Viult. We have no reason to wait. You see your teammates group in mid, and you decide to farm for no reason. And sure, farming is good, right? So then why not just cover these guys and then farm her jungle?
True.
Because then if they fight you guys while you're farming the jungle, you guys should win it. Sure, if Garen is in base and Swain is in base, and then Jhin and Kata decides to fight, yeah, you can say this shit. But that's not the case. We're all grouped up ready to fight. This is your fault for not being there.
Okay.
Because you're achieving nothing with what you're farming.
Okay.
And then you do the same mistake as before.
Yeah.
The fight is over, and now you decide, instead of waiting for your teammates to get back on the map, you decide to go solo mission. Going for vision right now is super troll. Drake is not up yet. It's up in 30. You should instead just wait for your teammates to come, because then if they go on you, your team can punish.
Okay.
Like, let's say they now blow Janna Q and Jackstun and Vi Q on you. Right? Katarina can jump in and get pentakill. But then now, everything gets used by enemy team, and nobody of your team can punish. Because they weren't here. So now you're randomly dead for zero reason. Now is a fine time to farm. Garen is dead. Jhin is in base. Your teammates are safe. It's fine. Nice Q.
What do you mean? So yeah, this is the point of the game where throws go.
No, the throw happened 10 minutes ago. The game is cancer now.
Okay.
Because now we're at the point where your teammates dying actually matters. And Jax is starting to sidelane and shit, the game is really cancer now.
Yeah, I have to clear side waves because nobody's doing.
Yes? Yeah, that's what I mean. The game turns into a team game around this point of the game. That's when it's fucking annoying. Meanwhile, in early game and early mid game, like, enemy just couldn't win because you could just keep choking them out and fucking them over. Now it's annoying. I told you, Jax will outscale and start winning side lane and create chaos in the game. And when the game is chaotic and things is happening, that's when you need your teammates to do good, and you don't ever want that to happen.
Okay.
You don't want the game to get into a point where you need your teammates to do good.
Yeah, sure. So yeah, I really need to take advantage of enemy junglers.
Yes, because they're all bad. They're gonna make tons of mistakes. So you need to punish them when it's appropriate to do it. Here,
Sure.
your entire team is ready to fight again. They all have ultis. So now just try to ask yourself, who has flashes? Who is it worth to ult for? Somehow they get Drake before you. Like, that's really cringe. You're not really confident, which is a bit strange. Like here, I would run through mid. Like right now.
Okay.
I would just EQ over there to get the rotation off. I'm not sure really what you're waiting for here.
Because I saw ViQ, but I was waiting for Garen not to go forward so she could queue forward because she didn't see us, but he goes forward so she dashes away.
Yeah, but now they get rotation first.
Yeah.
You guys had to like set up this already. Like here, for example, now run to Drake, Drake. Right, put yourself bot side now. You guys made sure they didn't do Baron. Great, that's all you needed to do.
Yeah, I know ward. I just go through me.
You can take the ward, that's fine, but just EQ over. Get down to bot side now, because we saw them all in mid. So now you can just face check bot side. And if we face check bot side, we know now if enemy team is coming.
True. Okay.
Instead now, we have no clue where they're standing, so now we all have to do this, and then of course Drake is fucking gone and he's lost.
So yeah, and this is a bit int.
I mean, your Jhin is so far away, so you should just wait a bit. But you go in so early. The fight is over before your ADC gets here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's just classic tank mistake. A lot of tanks, even in like high level play, do this mistake, so. Like, I mean, that's fine. Like, you just have to realize at this point, like, you need your damage dealers. And your Jhin was far away. So you're not gonna win that fight. Again, this shit doesn't matter. Like, these guys are gonna be stuck in plat their entire life. And you're not. So, you know? Just because they do this mistake, because yeah, they did, for sure. Like, I know, but just because they did it doesn't mean you're allowed to.
Yeah, for sure. It's just the flame part that's so fucking annoying.
I mean,
Like,
sure, but they are fucking bad, so just let them flame. At least they're good at something. You should laugh at it instead. They're so fucking bad, yet they want to flame you. Like what? How does it make any sense? How do they think they can speak when they're so shit? This guy mains Katarina and is somehow plat.
That's the point.
Your top has no hands playing Ignite Garen. So yeah, I told you, you got cancer outscaled.
Yeah.
He also gets IE one-shots you. Jax is just fisting everyone.
Yeah. and from this point the game is pretty much just bleeding out.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing I can really say at this point because, like I said, you're hard outscaled. Like, if you jump on Yasuo, he just out-sustains your damage, like...
Yeah, so I try to set up, like, any traps or things like that, but...
Yeah, Swain isn't here yet, though. Now Swain is here.
Oh, this fight is...
Well, at least Winwall got used.
So the only thing I wanted here was Draven, but... it was weakened.
I mean, you're so useless, I guess whatever. Like, they all just laugh at you when you ult in, like... You lost 2 inhibs at this point, it's so fucking doomed. But yeah, like, you should have been level 12 and she should be level fucking 7 after this early game. And then none of this shit happens, you know?
Yeah, because I can just force fights and then...
Yes. You can just force fights and your teammates can, like, misplay it as hard as they want and you will still win because enemy is so behind.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's how you want, when you get the lead, that's how you want your games to be. You know? We only want to rely on our teammates if, like, the game goes really late. And if it goes really late, you probably fucked up something somewhere.
True. Okay.
Because, like, eventually, you're gonna get to an elo where you kind of need your teammates a little bit, which is more like higher master and stuff like this. And it really sucks because some games are just not winnable there because your teammates will just fucking be so bad. Because enemy team is just good enough that you can't 1v9 every game. But in Plat, you can. You know?
Okay. Yeah.
Because they're all so bad. Like, if you can't abuse enemy jungler, like if he's actually playing properly, then enemy laners will be bad enough. You know? So,
True.
Do you have any questions?
I mean, no, honestly, I think it's wrapped up. I think this was very interesting. Like, you know, this the thing. There are things that you ignore. Like, I couldn't. I know I make mistakes because I don't carry games. You know, but you don't realize actually what's
What's causing it? Yeah.
Yeah. And this is very interesting. Like, just for instance, the fact like clearing top to bot before Drake. That's something I would never have thought about.
Yeah, you just need to ask yourself, like, when do I need to be there? Right? If I need to be there in 1 minute, well, then I have time to treat myself well, right? And take some more camps.
Sure.
But if I need to make a pick before Drake, then I don't have time. Right? So then I have to get there faster. So these are just the questions you need to ask. You didn't need to make a pick there, and you couldn't, because your Swain and Jhin was in base. So you may as well use the time efficiently, take some more camps, so that you're stronger. You would also have red buff for the fight then, which would also be even better.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll stop the recording here then.